NVIDIA's $4 trillion Circus. When a company hits a $4 trillion valuation, most expect fireworks, maybe a fancy press release, or at most champagne. But NVIDIA, nope. They went completely unhinged. They threw a circus, a real, literal GPU-themed circus. Picture this. Jensen Huang struts into a big top tent wearing his signature leather jacket. But instead of walking, he's riding a massive GPU-shaped elephant. The crowd screams, investors throw dollar bills in the air, and somewhere a gamer in the back yells, "Fix your drivers!" The tent itself was cooled by RTX-powered fans. Forget air conditioning. These fans rendered cool breezes in ray-traced 4K. Clowns juggled bananas with realistic shadows and reflections so crisp you could see your financial mistakes staring back at you. And of course, every ticket came with a free driver update. That was the real trick. People showed up thinking they'd get cotton candy, and instead they got patch notes promising improved stability that never quite delivered. Gamers cried. They cried because they still couldn't run Minecraft without their rigs overheating. Meanwhile, investors roared with joy, chanting, "4 trillion! 4 trillion!" as acrobats leapt through flaming hoops shaped like dollar signs. The circus acts were ridiculous. There was a lion tamer, but instead of lions, he controlled overclocked GPUs spitting sparks. The bearded lady? She was holding dual RTX 5090s like dumbbells, casually bench-pressing shareholder value. Then came the clowns. Oh, the clowns! They weren't juggling balls. They were juggling ray-traced bananas, and each time they dropped one, the frame rate of the entire tent dropped too. Audiences screamed, some fainted. Critics called it the first live performance powered by unstable drivers. And then the grand reveal. A clown in oversized shoes took center stage and shouted, "RTX 60 or 90 tie!" Nobody knew if it was real. Was it a joke? Was it a leak? Investors fainted. Gamers prayed. The stock market twitched like a broken graphics card. Meanwhile, outside the tent, scalpers sold circus popcorn for $2,000 a bucket. They claimed it was limited edition and came bundled with an NFT of a juggling clown. People actually bought it. As the night went on, the circus only got weirder. A unicyclist spun across a tightrope while rendering real-time reflections of the audience on his helmet. Fire breathers used RTX-powered flames that looked so realistic, people screamed and tried to call the fire department. The crowd? Completely hypnotized. Some claimed it was better than Disneyland. Others said it was corporate excess at its peak. But every single person walked out chanting the same phrase. Best free VR experience of my life. And in the chaos, NVIDIA's message was clear. 4 trillion isn't just a number, it's a spectacle. A circus where shareholders ride elephants, gamers suffer, and everyone leaves slightly dazzled and slightly broke. By the end of the show, the stock market had gone haywire. Memes flooded the internet and history was made. Not because of the valuation itself, but because somewhere in that circus tent, capitalism and absurdity joined forces under one big ray-traced spotlight. And that is the story of how NVIDIA turned a financial milestone into the weirdest circus the tech world has ever seen.